Good morning. It's Thursday, May 26th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We're here to practice Wudang Qigong. I have basic sets this morning. I have a couple things that we're going to pay special attention to. For the foundation work that we want to be able to do, we want to pay attention to the lower Dantian, middle Dantian, the upper Dantian, small heavenly circle, the three gates in the back, as well as the Bai Hui at the crown of the head and the Hui Yin at the base of the torso. As we're paying attention to these, we also want to pay attention to the Yung Chuan in the base of the foot, similar to the Lao Gong in the palm, and to the root, the Jiao Gun, the root of the heel, into the floor. So as we set the foot, this is my foot. This is my foot here. Okay? Look at my fingers. That little bit raises the arch of the foot and sets the base just behind the toes, the Yung Chuan, into the surface, whatever you're on, into your shoe, whatever you happen to be on. So, toes, just a little bit. It's not hard, and I'm going to talk about that this morning in the context of our practice and the three mistakes, as Professor Liu wrote in his Wudang Qigong book. There are the 8 requirements and the 3 mistakes. One of those mistakes is what I translated as awkward strength. What's that mean? It means too much. It means excess. It means too tight. The muscles are tight, they're bunched, there's no real strength there. It's how can I grip? I'm going to use the muscles that I know how to use, which may not be all of them, and I'm going to do this, right? That is not well coordinated, and it's not the kind of strength that we want to develop. The second mistake is too much effort in breathing. No, we don't do that anyway, right? But that excess of I'm really gonna push, I'm really gonna work on that, using the lungs, using the muscles in the back, using the breath, is not the same as what I'm talking about with this extra effort, too much, it's excessive, don't do it. That is the second mistake. And, and I'm checking my notes over here, all right? Okay, and the third thing that was pointed out in his book is this idea of lifting the chest and raising the abdomen. All right? As we breathe, I'm going to turn sideways and do this. I gotta change hands. Right? So I'm standing straight, back straight, right? And here's my chest, and here's my abdomen. If I raise my chest and stick out my abdomen, which happens if you've got a little bit extra weight here, that kind of thing is, okay, I'm carrying some extra weight, right? I've been there. I know what that feels. I absolutely know what that feels like. The correction for it is right here. Just that little bit of bend. Let your hip drop, and that naturally allows your body to settle back into a more natural, correct alignment. Okay? This distortion that happens can also happen in practice by raising the chest. So if you raise your chest right here, I raise my chest here, this is going to stick out. Here's my ribs. My ribs are now going to stick out. Instead of being here, it's now going to be up here. This is a mistake. It cuts off part of the circulation that we're trying to develop. These 3 mistakes: awkward strength, overly exerting the breath, raising the chest, and raising the abdomen. If we can avoid these 3 mistakes, everything else will follow smoothly. It really. These are fundamental to how we practice, how we hold ourselves, and how we manage what we're doing in practice. So, awkward strength. Well, no, I do want to use strength, but it doesn't, I can't be tight and tense and overly exert anything. I need to be relaxed. I need to be, right? We're talking about what not to do. I'm going to talk about what to do in a minute. All right, and I'm not going to really talk about it. We're just going to do it. All right, what not to do. Not being tense, not using awkward strength. All right, not overly exerting the breath. Using the muscles in the back, using the diaphragm, using the lungs, but not exerting it, not really trying. It should be relaxed and comfortable. And then finally, the body position, right? So, this awkward strength, we don't want to use that. This excessive force in breathing, we don't want that. And we also don't want a body position, a body alignment that does this, right? Your chest is up here, stick the chest out, right? You don't want that. It raises the rib cage, it closes the jaji here in the middle of the back, and it blocks the mingmen in the small of the back. Don't do it, right? So, your posture needs to be good. The way that you manage your breath needs to be correct, easy and relaxed. And the way that you manage the strength that you apply to each movement needs to be well coordinated and supple, alert. Basum means relaxed but not without energy, right? So, basum, relaxed, not, right? Easy to see the difference. Let's get started. These ideas and the principles behind them are foundation for everything that we do, with some understanding of here's what I should do, here's what I should not do, right? I can now practice on my own so that, and I'm looking at my machine over here and getting a little flash. I'm hoping that it's not going to be a problem this morning. Please no. Alright. Technical issues. Gosh. I did work on it a little bit yesterday. Alright. In practice, I've just talked a lot about what not to do. Let's talk about the physical body for a second. And there it goes. How bad is it? Let me look. Hang on. I keep working on it, I keep fixing it, and I keep running into this. And let me check something here. Come on. Alright, that's... I'd really like to find whatever it is. I've looked. I really have. I've looked. Hang on. Hang on a second. I can't do that. Stop. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, we're trying again. The magic of technology. All right. We'll see how long it lasts. Fingers crossed. All right. This, I kept my glasses in here. Yeah. All right. So, this idea of what not to do gives us what we should do. Right? If we shouldn't stick out the chest and raise the abdomen, right? Then the counter to that, the obvious, is don't stick out the chest. Keep your chest down, and keep your back straight. Okay, so don't do this back and forth. Right? Don't shift back like this. Stay forward and up. Stay over, so your ribs stay over your hips and aren't tilted. You're not tilted backward. Even a little bit will make a difference. Okay? That using the breath as you breathe, it's relaxed, it's open. It's not don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay, don't do that. The use of strength should also be relaxed and full, not forced or stiff, so not awkward. Feet about shoulder width apart. Wiggle the toes a little bit, wiggle the fingers, bend the knees, open the arms, pull up through the crown of the head. Today we're going to pay attention to the Baihui at the crown of the head. So we're going to pull up and pull in. This extends up and opens to pull in. The Laogong in the center of the palm. The Yongchuan, corresponding center in the base of the foot, just behind the toes. And the lower dantian. Ladies, right hand on the outside, gentlemen, left hand on the outside. Both hands cross at the lower dantian. Pay attention to the connection between both hands, the Laogong, and the lower dantian. Breathe in. As you pull up, pay attention to the Baihui at the crown of the head. As you press down, return to the lower dantian. Pull up. Connect through the Yongchuan in the base of the foot. As you pull up, rip the toes just a little bit and pull up through the whole body. Extend through the Baihui at the crown of the head. Smile. Relax the breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Breathe in. Pull in through the bottom of the lungs. And breathe out. 2 more. And this is the last time. Breathe in. Hands separate. Press down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Palms up. Pushing the mountain. Breathe out. Sink. Same idea for today. Pay attention to the center in the palm, the Laogong, the center in the base of the foot, the Yongchuan, the Baihui at the crown of the head, and the lower dantian, the Qi Hai. Lower dantian, return to the lower dantian and come from the lower dantian to extend. Keep the back straight. Use strength, but not awkward strength, right? Don't be tense. Using the muscles in good coordination with how they naturally align and work. Doesn't require force. It builds resilient strength. Yongchuan, pull up through the crown of the head, and 2 more. Even as you sink and settle into that push, pull up through the back and extend through the front. Both hands down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Wild Goose flying, both palms pull up and press down. Palms up along both sides, down to the knees, open, and down. Connect through the Yungchuan in the base of the foot and pull up. Relax the breath. Pay attention to the connection between the palms as you extend and the feet. The Yongchuan in the base of the foot, the Laogong and the center of the palm. Relax the breath, open the back, 2 more. Keep the shoulders down. And don't stick the chest out. And breathe in. Press down along both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Relax for just a second. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to keep going. This notion of sticking the chest out, especially as we are moving up and down, there is that tendency. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I just noticed that, right? Okay, so I'm going to turn around. We got left side, right side. Wild Goose flying, diagonal flying. Feet about shoulder width apart. Stand straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift right. Open the left toes. Up on the left side. Open and down. Nice and easy. Not too much. Pull up and down. Still with those same centers, paying attention to the Laogong in the center of the palm, the Yongchuan in the base of the foot, and Bai Hui at the crown of the head, and the lower Dantian. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Open, close, from the center. Open the back, breathe. And sink, come to center. Checking the feed there. And 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Open. Come to center. Hands down on both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Breathe in, palms up, press down, breathe out. Breathe in, palms supporting heaven and push up Turn 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at the lower Tantien. Breathe in, breathe out. Connect both Lao. Turn through the waist. Pay attention to the position of your ribs over your hips. As you turn, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Both Lao press up. Connect as you circle down. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out, and turn. Relax through the back as you turn. It's a small movement. And breathe in, palms down on both sides, pull up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Breathe in, breathe out. Push to both sides. Turn the left toes and push. Return. Center. As you turn, grip with the toes just a little bit as you press out. Release that as you pull in. Shift into the heel, turn the toes. On the left side, on the right heel, turn the toes. Both Lao connect through the Yung Chuan. Press out. Pay attention to the lower Tantien. Pull in as you press out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Sink the chest. Don't raise the chest. Sink. Good body alignment. Knees are bent enough that your hip releases. Not so much that you're straining to stay at any particular level. Pull in and center. And breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lao Gong. Connect and return to the lower Tantien. And from the lower Tantien, extend and return. Both hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Turning palm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shift onto the right. On the left toes. Little step. Grab the floor. And come back to center. On the right side. Grab the floor. Stay centered. Don't lean. Don't lean forward, don't lean back. Stay centered. Body position should always feel comfortable and well balanced. That idea of awkward strength. I'm really trying to do this move. Right? Don't do that. Don't force it. Use the muscles and the tendons and the movement to develop strength through the movement, so that little by little you build up that resilient strength, so that when you need it, it's there. 2 more. Relax through the back. Open the lower back. And for the last time, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Hold the ball. Ward off, pull down. Shift right. Hold the ball on the right side. Ward off the left side. Pull down right. Keep the connection between both hands. Pay attention to the connection between both wobble. Extend that connection. Don't break it. And return to center. And extend. Come back to center. Pay attention to the toes on the extending foot. Grab the floor. Pull up through the Yongchuan. Pull up as you extend. Keep the hands connected, like they're stuck together with taffy. And as you extend them, that extension has a little bit of resistance on both sides. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Connect the palms and the foot. Extend. Connect the palms. Pay attention to the feet as you open. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time. Both palms connect and they stay connected. Connect through the feet, back hui, and the lower dantian. All 3 connected and centered. Hands down on both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pi Pa Gong. Shift to the right. Circle left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. Shift left. Open right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. Pay attention to the center of the palm, the lower dantian, and the yung chuan in the base of the foot, the bai hui at the crown of the head, and the hui yin at the base of the torso. Connect through the heel and breathe. Smile. Open, 2, and center. Open, and center. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Open the back, circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to center. Keep the shoulders down and relax. Keep the chest down as you breathe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back to center. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Last time, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. Hands down along both sides. Pull up through the crown of the head. Raise the heels and lower. Stay there. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right. Relax. This method, this type of practice where we focus on a particular area, we pay attention to something that we want to be able to develop, right? We want to be able to develop the openness, the energy flow through the center in the palm, the lao gong. As we push out, we want to have some, let's have some energy go out there as well, right? So it's not physical strength that we want to develop. It's that energy flow. If we're using awkward strength, if we're using too much muscle, I'm gonna push, it blocks the very thing that we're working for. By paying attention to a small group, right? So today we had the lao gong in the center of the palm, the bai hui at the crown of the head, the lower dantian, and the yung chuan corresponding in the base of the foot. Paying attention to up, middle, and down. This is also middle, right? Lao gong is also middle. So above, in the center, and below. All three are connected. This is a fundamental that we want to pay attention to. This idea of, in Chinese, the word is tian. So in English it translates as heaven, but that's not really what we're talking about. That has this whole other connotation. So what is above and what is below, the earth. Okay, so right now I'm standing on carpet, it's not dirt. And underneath the carpet is concrete. Right? What is below? I could be outside, I could be standing on grass and sandy soil, right? I could be standing on concrete. I could be standing on dirt, right? I could be standing on a wood footpath. So I could be standing on, what's the surface I'm on? What's below me? I'm in the middle. What's above and what's below connects through me. That concept, the Yongchuan pulling up from below, the Bai Hui pulling in from above, and the Lao Gong with the lower Dantian connecting through the middle. This is traditionally part of Wudang Qigong practice. This idea that we're in the middle. We are the connection. Making those connections, paying attention to this one group, this one thing, each one by one, gives us the ability to combine them. Right? If we don't know, if I had said, in today's class, we want to pay attention to the lower Dantian, the upper Dantian, the Lao Gong in the center of both palms, the Jiao Gun, the root of the heel. We want to pay attention to the Yongchuan. We're also going to pay attention to the major foot channel through the body. We also want to pay attention to the circulation through all three of the heavenly circles. The small one in the lower Dantian, the tiny one in the lower Dantian, the small one through the lower Dantian, through the torso, and the large one from the feet up the back and down, back down to the feet. We're going to pay attention to all of that, and we're going to pay attention to the breath, and we're going to pay attention to how, right? Not going to happen. We can do, as humans, right, if you're learning, that's not going to happen. It's not. But if we pay attention to one or two things today, and we practice those, and we pay attention to it tomorrow, and we pay attention to it for some period of time, we get used to it. Usually it's 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks for a human to get used to something. Really, it's all it takes. We get used to it. Once that happens, we can start to use that, right? If we're still trying to find it, and we're still, where is it? I don't know where it is. What am I doing with this? Right? We're still struggling with that. It's not going to be there. The more we relax, the more we allow the body to open and work in harmony with the way that the human body is designed. Okay? There's certain things that the hands can do, there's certain things that the feet can do. We should pay attention to these things. The same with the torso, the same with the shoulders. Everything can do something, we just have to pay attention to it. Don't exert the breath too much, pay attention to it. Don't stick out the chest, but pay attention to opening and closing. Pay attention to how the body naturally opens and closes as we breathe. So don't exert it. Don't exert the breath. Don't stick the chest out. Don't be intent so much on, I gotta do this, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. As we progress through, as we develop that habit, so many more things become possible. I hope this was useful, informative class today. I will be back tomorrow with the advanced sets, 10 through 18 of Wudang Qigong. I'll be back next week with Xingyi. We're getting close to finishing Xingyi, probably 3 more weeks. And then we'll start Bagua. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. And I didn't make the announcement this morning, but I should have. There is now on my website, wudang.com, a button menu item called Forums. Questions and answers. I don't have it set up. I don't think I have it set up so you can just register. I'm trying not to make that happen because there's too much spam with that. So if you're interested, go to the contact form, send me an email, tell me what email address you want to use and what screen name you want to use. I will get you set up and email you back. You can post your questions. I welcome anybody that's watching, anybody that has questions, to request, and I like questions, I do. Again, thank you for being here this morning. I appreciate it, and I will be back tomorrow.